Okay. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Of course. All right, sorry about that. Let's go talk to the owner.
Only
Whoops,
that I
sorry.
may fire
I
them
was still
again.
muted. My
And I
bad.
don't know what you think you're seeing here, but ignore all this.
Everyone can read, right? Huh. Good thing I noticed that. Let's see. Those look like a lot of ingredients. Seems I caught you red-handed.
What? All this? Furtive mixing of cocktails is simply how I relieve stress in a productive manner. It's a Raptidon bite, a unique concoction devised by Melquiades Alcantara, who was simply my dearest friend. Or was. I procured its recipe from him before his unfortunate passing, and before you ask, yes, I have receipts for everything.
Everyone knows it was you. Just hand over the recipe and walk away clean.
No, I don't think so. Now that we have the recipe for this dreadful elixir, our clientele no longer have reason to stray.
Look, you're not cut out for subterfuge, clearly.
Think you're wearing down my resolve, don't you? Ugh. Yeah, maybe just a little. Look, I see you're going to be a problem. Just cover my efforts and expenses and the recipe's yours. Our patrons are returning already anyhow.
Give me the recipe and plenty of bits, and the corporate investigator hears everything.
Fine, you can have it. But I better not hear one squeak from excessive corporate malfeasance. Here you are, one lightly bloody, slightly less secret recipe. Time for you to blunder out the way you blundered in. Still here, I see.
So the game updated. And I got new guns? I got Zane stuff. I don't know why. Oh, wow. It's just a straight... Oh, wow. Okay. I never looked at her back before.
Anti-Cleos was specifically founded to
Purple berry product samples! Purple berry product samples!
designed to be
Samples from our
better
nutritious
than
tobacco
nature,
line.
because nature wants to kill you. Since then, Tramacular, arriving.
Vodka condensate.
Previously assembled and vastly rebettered.
Artificial needs and Andy's choice. We strive to be 110%.
Yo.
Them wraps all taken care of yet?
Yep.
All good news to me, friend. Anything happens down there is not my responsibility. I have ceased all manner of worry and fret. All right, all right. I never mentioned a number before, but here's your fee with some extra.
Awesome.
Tramacular.
I'll have you know my panhandling license is completely up to date.
Hey everybody, look who it is. All finished?
I met your mystery janitor. His name is Amos. He's an old acquaintance of Auntie.
Knew he was connected. What'd you find out? He tell you any secrets about Auntie?
Or inspiring stories about her career ascent. You know, that might act as encouragement to them like us, presently stagnating in our position of paid employee.
She grew up an orphan working on a garbage heap on Argos.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense, actually.
Yeah, many of your top CEOs have working garbage heaps in their background.
It's said to prepare you for all the reeking effluvia that life throws at you. Very practical that way when you think about it. Learn anything more?
The big secret was that how she convinced someone who always told the truth to lie to her.
Can't even imagine possessing that degree of marketing acumen.
You could just tell people how to think and do things. Like to not constantly yell at you all the time for only just doing your job.
Those details were highly motivating, both personally and professionally. Real roadmap to success kind of thing.
Diverges greatly from events depicted in Auntie the Musical, the all-singing adaptation of Auntie's life story, which we've all, of course, watched 9 times.
I have the Raptidon Bite recipe. Alcantara didn't make it.
Didn't make the drink, or didn't make... Oh, I see.
Less we know about all that, the better. But I knew you'd effectuate effectually. Right? Wasn't I just saying? Here, for your trouble, from all of us. Now, about that last person of interest. There's a former Spacer's Choice VIP in the brig. We tried talking to him, you know, to see if he had any useful dirt. But he's kind of mean.
Full
Kinda
of scathing
mean.
invective.
Belittling, one might say. But, you know, tough sort like you might have an easier go of it.
He's in the brig. Do I need to worry about security?
Nah, they got him set up like in olden times. They let everybody walk up and holler at him, throw produce and such. Whatever that is.
Like, how mean are we talking?
You know, we all been chewed out pretty fiercely before. Kind of a regular occurrence, really. But I swear, I ain't never...
I still have nightmares. Sometimes I think I hear his voice, and I start to run.
Uh-huh. Likewise. Future generations will tell cautionary bedtime stories about that day.
Consider it done.
Oh, that sounded very take charge. Have to remember that. Okay, we'll make sure you've got authorization to the brig when you arrive. May you effectuate effectually toward the agreed upon goal state. That's the middle manager handbook again. Real take charge stuff.
Tramacular, arriving any moment now.
Always remember, commercialism is the foundation
While the Protectorate decide what its subjects
to The Brig by Corporate Compliance. Please do not taunt the prisoners. Thank you.
Do you mean not taunt the prisoners?
I know what I said, and I meant what I said. Visitors to the brig are required to taunt the prisoners, at least to the best of their abilities.
Got it. Bye.
We hope you've deeply enjoyed your visit to The Brig by Corporate Compliance.
Come to jeer at a fallen old rival like all the rest. Swear I heard from everybody else in this rickety tub. So far, I am decidedly unimpressed. Been some sorely lackluster heckling from your colleagues. Clever as barbs weren't clever enough by half. Not expecting much, but go ahead. Try your worst. Let's hear it.
Foreman said you were so completely unhireable, they just threw you in here.
That was almost all right. Better than most. Pretty so-so. Got anything else?
Not many people could pull off that look of yours, and you are also one of those people.
You dangled that compliment before yanking it away. I'd be going there for a sec. Not too shabby. Anyhow, you done yet? Or you got more?
That head of yours is like any other small moon. Not attractive.
Har har. Wait, was that a physics joke? Like my mask doesn't have much mass, and therefore has weak gravity. Huh. Maybe you're smarter than you look. You're almost half decent at this. Not especially skilled, but not atrocious. Not good, though. Definitely not good. Don't abandon your present employment by any means.
All right, now that's out of the way. Let's talk business.
Wait, you didn't come here for the express purpose of ridicule and castigation? Well, certainly embraced it, though. Respect the flexibility and commitment. So, all right, I give up. What do you want?
You obviously did something to offend Auntie Cleo. Personally, to be in here.
Yeah, well, we did stab her in the back first. Only routine business, though. To take it personal to the extent she did is, simply put, a serious breach in corporate decorum. Look, I appreciate the attention and all, but does any of this benefit me? Because otherwise, you might as well just jeer away.
I want to know what you did to make Auntie so angry, and what you want in return.
Appreciate the directness. A simple transaction. None of this self-determinism claptrap. Just two people haggling out a deal. Name's Himanshu Tegulapalli, regional brand manager for Tau Ceti, Spacer's Choice. Auntie has it in for all of us former reps, but me in particular. Been humiliating Spacer's Choice every chance she gets. You seen those display images mocking the Moon Man, dressed up like a baby? Petty stuff. Being completely one-sided. Till now.
Let me guess, you want a shot at being petty right back?
You bet. I want my turn. Figured I earned it. I mean, look at me. I taped a particularly scathing diatribe earlier. Patch it into the PA system. Let me have my say.
And you just happen to have a pre-recorded diatribe on you.
Not on me presently, no. They tend to take things off prisoners, you know? It's weirdly universal. Also wasn't wearing this reeking thing prior to being staged for public ridicule. The audio cartridge is in an evidence locker in the room behind that desk. Bet if you just ask the guard over there nicely for access, she'd open it right up for you. The PA system controls are in the back room at client intake. Had it all worked out earlier, before I got caught.
Sure. Seems ill-advised, but fun.
Wonderful. That broadcast is gonna be the finest verbal rebuke of my career. Though I should mention, while you're on this ship, Auntie's Choice has a few products what might improve your odor, looks, and breath. Sorry. Couldn't help myself.
Welcome to The Brig by Corporate Compliance. What is it?
I'm gonna get access to the evidence locker behind you.
Well, you'd probably pay me to remotely unlock it. And/or ask me in a remarkably debonair fashion.
I lack the necessary resources. Might I pay this much instead?
Alright. See that door behind me? It's suddenly somehow been left mysteriously unlocked. Pleasure doing business at you.
What? You forget what you needed to do? Get going.
Can't tell the difference between cover and concealment.
There's a lot of volatility out there right now. The market
Substitutes.
Artificial needs. At Auntie's Choice, we strive to be 110% plus artificial. Artificiality is our guiding principle. Enjoy an officially enhanced system.
Attention all employees of this poor excuse for corporate plundership. This is ill-conceived, off-brand take on an oligarchy. Say what you will of Spacer's Choice and the other corporations, but none of us ever put big ideas in people's heads. Yes, our workers were beaten down by a rigged system and lack of mobility, but no hope is better than false hope. Right? I swear, everybody in this company thinks they're going to be somebody someday. It ain't gonna happen. Auntie Cleo's marketing you a bunch of wishful thinking.
The story of Auntie Cleo versus the Moon Man is as valid for our ages. A thing that led...
Trinicular. Arriving any moment now.
Live, love, laugh, purchase, and...
Fine, we'll put on a silencer. Tracing unit? Now let's put on Cross Blade. Yeah, let's go with that. damage resistance versus physical. It's pretty good. I make it 40%. It's pretty good as well. Plasma side effect, frost side effect. Oh, I couldn't. Okay.
Nice work. A sterling performance by both of us. I've been waiting to give everybody here a piece of my mind for some time now.
Thanks. Now, what's that big secret?
You've heard about the Spacer's Choice and Anti-Cleo merger, I'm sure. But things went down a little differently than Auntie makes out around here. Auntie was attempting a hostile takeover, but we outplayed her, voted her and her execs out. And we shipped Auntie and all her diehard followers out to Tau Ceti as an example. After Earth went dark, Auntie was technically the senior ranking executive in Tau Ceti, and she used that to take over the colony. But everything she's been doing since has been quasi-legal at best, including her being CEO of Auntie's Choice. With Earth being dark, no one has proof to call her on it.
Why didn't you record that into your audio cartridge into your little diatribe?
What I had to say was more important. People here needed to hear how bad they've been bamboozled by that self-determinism claptrap. The rest is going to come out eventually anyway. After that, we can all go back to exploiting each other honestly.
Huh. Do you want me to bring you out of here?
No, thanks. Once Spacer's Choice is back in control, I'll be running this place in no time. You.
Welcome to... what is it? We hope you've...
Tramicular.
I done falled off the corporate ladder.
Any update on the man in the Moon Man mask? Heard the announcement. Assume that was your doing.
According to him, Auntie really isn't in charge of Auntie's Choice.
Wait! What?
Auntie isn't really the CEO of Auntie's Choice. She's only getting away with it because Earth went dark.
What? But Auntie said the last message that arrived from Earth was the board putting her in charge. Guess that does sound rather convenient.
Wait. This is bad. Knowing this is not good. This sort of dirt gets a person killed. This may call for an executive decision.
What does the middle manager handbook say to do at a time like this?
Says here, unfinished business leaves one undone. Trim loose ends before everything comes unraveled. Well, that sounds rather dire, contextually.
Talk like that yet will get you killed.
Yeah, Twombly. Maybe we should worry more about them right now.
The only way to survive a minute longer is to pay me and forget I exist.
Sounds like a tip-top action plan to me. Granted, a call like that's entirely above my pay grade.
We accept your terms. Consider this final payment for services rendered. Never speak about this to anyone.
Oh, you sounded just like an upper middle manager right then, Twombly. Good job.
Alright, let's go make a deal with Auntie.
Trinicular, arriving any moment now.
Live, love, laugh, purchase, and consume.
This must be where the head offices are. It's all right. Stand up tall and act like you belong here.
I see you decided to accept my invitation. Good. I do hate having to follow up. Ordinarily, reception here would detain you in a whole song and dance, but you're no common contractor. You're my honored guest, and as such, I've informed them there's no need.
A pleasure to meet you in person, Gertie.
I wanted to formalize my gratitude for your assistance on Greater Tranquility Station. What a shame our negotiations were so violently digressed. We were making progress, bumpy though it was.
Is there any possibility negotiation? How did you learn that I was one to save you? How do you learn that I was one to save you?
While making our expeditious retreat from the station, Alden and I encountered a dying man, one of the Order radicals in league with our would-be assassin DeVries. He confessed DeVries' entire plan and that he thought you must have stopped her. Thanks for that, by the way. 2 dead delegates really would have impeded negotiations.
Is there a possibility of negotiation resuming?
In fact, that is what I summoned you here to discuss. Some messages have indeed been sent hither and thither through back channels. Alden remains convinced an agreement can be reached, and I concur. Mayhaps we're both overly optimistic, but if there's even the remotest chance of bringing the Order and Auntie's Choice together, the profit from doing so far outweighs the risk.
I'm intrigued. What's involved in getting them to work together?
To begin, you'll need to gain favor with both the Order and Auntie's Choice. I expect the Order will want you to, I don't know, clap some chalkboard erasers together or something. Do whatever you must to earn an audience with our respective leaders and convince each to agree to meet and continue the negotiations.
That's it? Doesn't seem too difficult.
You're confident, a fine quality, at certain occupational tiers. But mind that you're not overconfident. Auntie hates grandstanding. Obviously, you will need help to smooth over any points of contention during the negotiation, which will require some verbal finesse, but worry about that step upon reaching it.
Sounds good. Count me in.
Capital! As I mentioned before, you'll first need to earn an audience with the presiding bishop and our very own chief executive before this plan can go ahead. When it comes to the Order, approach their laureates. They seem to run things. On our side, work with the VPs, improve their opinion of you, and gain their trust. I was also going to suggest improving your oratory skills, but you seem rather eloquent, so I think you have nothing to fear in that arena.
I have some question before I go.
Certainly.
I'm interested in hearing more. I don't care about that. What can you tell me about Auntie Cleo?
Answering that would come dangerously close to upward communication, which is not something we advocate in Auntie's Choice. Wouldn't want the junior ranks getting the idea that they can review or, law forbid, critique their seniors. Suffice to say, Auntie Cleo is without peer, quite literally. This corporation would be adrift without her as our steady bellwether.
I'm interested in hearing more about you, Gertie.
Aren't you adorable? Next, you'll be asking me to name a time I overcame adversity in the workplace. What is anyone apart from the function they perform? To wit, I am my job. And I rather think such an esteemed position speaks for itself.
The ship is enormous. Where you recommend visiting in particular?
If price matters, there's the bottom runger. Dingy little watering hole on the Esplanade. Not glamorous, but you won't contract anything fatal from the drinks there. Probably. But for a person of means and taste, the best choice is undeniably the finest gin mill on board. They tried to name a drink after me once, but I refused. Too gauche. You'll find the best choice in the upper portion of the promenade.
Okay, thank you.
Attention, morally gray outsider. The adventure of your lifetime awaits. Auntie's Choice is hiring. Hello, daring self-determinist, stalwart seeker of self-betterment, or rapacious rogue of corporatism. Welcome to Auntie's Choice Esteemed Invaluable Disposable Agent Program. As in Ida, your assignments will be some of the most decisive and admirable tasks that Auntie's Choice has to offer. Idas help explore the wilds, plot our path, and shape the evolution of our beloved corporation. And with enough rugged determinism, you might even live to see the results.
Do you say might even live? Actually, thank you. I'm excited to get started.
Please don't interrupt or I'll lose my place. So, daring rapscallion, you are making a choice to grab destiny and make it your own. A choice to be Auntie's Choice. Now, if you'll just exit through to your left, 2 of our top 29 vice presidents are waiting to speak with you. And remember, Auntie's Choice Stay Hungry Meal Pack offers our finest pre-sliced bread and dehydrated water tablets in one convenient package for an additional price. If you have business here, don't let me keep you.
Well, wonderful to meet you. C.F. Pendergrass III, Strategic Reconfiguration. It's not every day we have such a capable operative accept our invitation to the undisputed claim. While it was those ill-fated peace talks that got you here, I've kept tabs on you for a good long time.
Yes, we've all kept tabs. Auntie and I have spoken about you several times now. Ursula Ormsby, Proprietary Insight Acquisition. You'll report to both of us. For now.
Indeed. It is our pleasure to meet you, and I am beyond tickled to welcome you to Auntie's Choice.
I'm not particularly here to join Auntie's Choice. I'm here to move the peace progress along.
Yet they are indubitably one and the same. By coming into my employ and helping to secure Auntie's interests, you are directly manifesting a stable future for this colony.
At Auntie's Choice, we make things happen. If you want to move something along swiftly, you come to us. If you want to endlessly dither about numbers, talk to the Order.
You, my friend, are being given the opportunity of a lifetime. Auntie's Choice has a dynamic new vision, and we need a specific kind of go-getter to make it happen.
What massive corporation? You have a massive corporation. Why do you need me?
We need someone not shaped by Auntie's meritocracy. It serves its function, but our workers tend to focus on rung climbing. We need an individualist who sees unorthodox solutions. A daring, non-conforming perturbation ameliorator to implement our monopolistic mercantile methodology plan.
Jesus
More
Christ.
succinctly, we are recruiting an expert outside consultant.
Daring, non-conforming, lacking in social programming. That's definitely me.
Wonderful! This is the kind of wily adventure in self-determinism you will absolutely not regret. Your first assignment demonstrates some of the very qualities we need. Something unexpected, or in truth, unprecedented, has happened at one of our repackaging facilities on Praetor.
If I understand correctly, they're having, something of a workforce issue. Don't know rightly what you call it. Workers are, well, asking for things. It's strange. They've stopped working. The workers there simply stopped.
Are they hibernating or in stasis or something?
They expressed, and I know this is going to sound more than a bit strange, dissatisfaction. And they said they won't return to work unless things at the plant improve.
Specifically, they stated, until we meet their demands. As though employees have a right to demand anything of their employers.
They're striking. You're talking about a worker strike.
Striking? You're saying they're about to turn violent?
Yes, well, if they're this delusional, violence is the next natural step. Who do they intend to strike? Us?
No, is an old Earth term. It means they stop working and force you to negotiate.
Dear law, what a bunch of devious, ungrateful, greedy little prigs! After all the opportunities Auntie's given them to repay us like this, I'm so disappointed.
So what do you suggest we do about such an utterly unheard of situation? It is absolutely imperative that we get those people back to work, whatever it takes.
Oh my god, number 4. I suggest you negotiate. See if you can find a middle ground between the two of you.
Negotiate? As in, give in to some of their demands? Won't that set a terrible precedent for others?
No, Ursula, it won't, because we won't be the ones doing it. That is exactly why we've hired you as my brand new perturbation ameliorator. You'll solve the problem for us, and we will retain absolute deniability.
Why, by law, would you think I offer you deniability?
No, you misunderstand my meaning. Deniability doesn't mean we hide behind you. It means you may act outside the fundamental tenets of Auntie's Choice society.
But you, who are not officially an Auntie's Choice employee, can do whatever you want. Anyone asks about our involvement, and we can disavow it.
Oh, makes sense. Shouldn't be too hard to get them back to work.
Wonderful! You'll go to Praetor, meet the plant's overseer, and mediate an end to this lunacy, which gets those ingrates back to work.
I have zero doubt Auntie and I will be completely impressed by your efforts. Unless you disappoint, in which case I will disavow that statement.
Well, hello again. I hadn't expected to see you.
Because they've definitely come back just to see you.
Do you have any suggestion on how to handle the worker strike?
Not as such, no. That's why we are entrusting you to resolve.
This, work stoppage business is positively unheard of. Workers asking for things. Maybe I wouldn't suggest giving them too much leeway before demanding they return to the line. Sets a bad precedent.
Okay.
Anyhow, don't let us keep you.
Good luck, my ameliorator. Remember, you can't spell heinous ascetic without Auntie's Choice.
What?
Let's take a look.
Welcome, eager. Daredevil self-determinist or hero of meritocracy into Auntie's Choice's esteemed and valuable district.
Damn. They can see pretty far. Alrighty then.
Things in life to life all across the galaxy. Pretty interesting.
Good luck, my ameliorator.
Don't let us keep
Remember, you can't spell heinous ascetic with...
Okay, so we have to do this first before we can access anything more. Consumerism. You're the reason our marketing works. Promotion and sale riddle with your brains, and you're more interested in buying the next big thing than financial planning. Vendor prices, sell price. Oh, minus 10% sell value at vendors, minus 15% vendor prices. I don't ever sell stuff, so that's pretty good.
Commander, over here. Commander, wanted to chat with you about the cartridge that courier gave us. Ain't heard from Ortiz in, might well have been a year at this point. That's how it goes when you've fallen behind and the others got no choice but to keep moving. If he's spending his hard-earned bits to contact me now, there must be a real good reason. Would you watch the message with me?
You seem nervous, Trooper.
Suppose I am. He's a good friend of mine, or at least he was. I missed him. But I weren't under any presumptions that our friendship would last the moment our unit was dissolved, or we otherwise parted ways. If something's wrong, I ain't in any position to fix it.
Won't know for sure until you watch, shall we?
True. Thanks, Commander. Would you do the honors and get it going?
Inez, it's Ortiz. Look, I ain't got long. Neither for this message nor for life. I made a mistake. I signed up to get grafted, but it's gone wrong. Should have known when I got to the lab that something was off. It was a secret, they said. We couldn't tell no one. And now my blood's infected and I'm as good as dead. Well, I just wanted to be like you. Throw myself at the problem, wrestle it down. But I should have listened when they told me about how your graft hurt you. How it failed you. I should have reached out sooner. Maybe things would have been different. Please, find that lab on Cloister. It's in an ice cave, but I ain't sure where exactly. They hit it good. Whatever you're doing is, stop them. Don't let them do this to anyone else. Please.
Commander, I ain't sure what to make of Ortiz's message. He's dying. If it's as he says, I ain't got a choice. I gotta find that lab and put a stop to things. Will you help me?
Are you okay?
I don't even know how to answer that. I thought I might be able to see him again when all this was over, but I can't. All I can think to do now is get moving.
I'll help uncover what I can. What is your next step?
Thank you, Commander. Now we just need to find those ice caves on Cloister. We keep our lamps lit, we ought to find the lab without much of a fuss. I hope. Got a lot on my mind, but I can make time.
Awaiting order. How may this unit assist you, Commander?
All right. Let's go. The game updated. I wonder if it fixed the weird end damage problem from the perk, because I feel like it shouldn't be doing hundreds of thousands of damage.
That's right, folks. Keep the chanting going. If you're here to pick it, we'd love to have you join our movement. Otherwise, I've got more important things to deal with.
Well, you might want to deal with me. I'm here to help end the strike.
Well, that's great news. We'd love for someone to bring that sniveling sprat dunk to the table to negotiate. Honestly, we just want to eat, sleep, and relieve ourselves on a reasonable schedule. But the damn overseer, I think she's getting rich off of breaking our backs.
Well, I've been sent in to help, so I'm going to head inside and try to get this resolved.
I ain't sure how you're gonna get in. This door is barred from the inside, and I don't think there's another way in on the ground floor. That's right, folks! If you're here to picket, we'd love to have you join our movement. Otherwise, I've got more important— Well, shit! We ain't looking to catch any of that. You look likely to die any minute. Hey, let this person through, and don't touch him! That's right, folks!
Nice one.
Keep the chanting going!
Talk those rude.
I can see the
Making like
overseer
you're
up
all
in her office!
pestilent and
And we're
infectious.
definitely making her miserable!
Unless you're truly ill.
Others get the exact same pay, but only work 12-hour days.
Yes? The whole reason we set up here is to avoid... Well, now.
It's finally getting cold, and I love it. The summer is finally over.
Been off for a week. Can't believe what I'm losing on adrenatine.
So a lone individual benefits wholly, while the collective suffers? Why do they not simply kill her?
Why do we not simply kill her? I'm so confused.
Welcome to Auntie's Fine Product Revitalization Center, where we create tomorrow's brands today. I assume you are the disruption ameliorator from home office? It was about damn time you got here. This labor stoppage has put us almost a full week behind schedule and is making me look quite the fool.
Well, something tells me you're ready to look like that before you're behind schedule.
Unsophisticated, impertinent, dim-witted. You'll fit right in with my peons. So, maybe it'll make sense to you when they babble about basic dignity and human rights. It should go without saying that such flights of fantasy have no place inside Auntie's Choice. And if we were still in Tau Ceti, they would face grave consequences.
I reckon she's got her wires crossed. Basic dignity is what Auntie's Choice promised us when we signed up, so long as we were good at our work. And while we might have faced grave consequences back on Tau Ceti, it was under old management, who were trounced rather thoroughly in the end, I might add.
Nevertheless, here we must focus on getting these ingrates back to work and remind them that they're damn lucky to have Auntie's Choice to dedicate their lives to.
They're damn lucky to be able to dedicate their lives?
Absolutely. These lugs have been positively exalted in the good fortune of rising to their limited station within the meritocracy that Auntie has derived for us. Why? Can you imagine suffering under the yoke of a sovereign's rule, or floundering at the ridiculous direction of those claiming to know the future by way of math? No. Only within Auntie's choice can these drudges achieve genuine prominence. If they exhibit excessive dedication, they may even earn some modicum of the success I have enjoyed.
Well, that's horrifying. How do I fit in all this?
You're asking me? That clearly is your domain. Running this invaluable facility on Auntie's behalf is mine. As a managerial administrativist, and when I say I, it is critical that you understand that as director of this facility, I should effectively be treated as though I were an executive. Is that clear?
What's clear is that it was actual Auntie's Choice executive that sent me here.
Well, there's no call for rudeness. It's unnecessary, unprofessional, and distracts us from the important business that I have the direct authority to dispatch you upon. This plant relabels dated items with new Auntie's Choice trademarks and slogans. It is critical to keeping revitalized products on the shelf for consumers hungry for something new. So, the workers may be unhappy, but they must realize their comfort is a distant second to Auntie's delivery schedule. Or in short, they need to get back to work.
You got guards. Why not crack a few skulls? I'll end them striking.
My workers are striking people now? How very alarming. We must resolve this before things get even further out of hand. We've only got a few guards, and they've got a lot of skulls. Plus, they may have made mention that if a ruckus starts, they'll make sure it includes me. So we're apt to try a parley first. That is, my team insists. They're very protective. They, cherish me. Yes, they cherish me.
And who exactly said they make sure it includes you?
They've appointed some kind of leader, and he's the one you have to talk to. His name is, Dummy? No, that's not right. Dunce? Dummer? Dumbly? Dunbar. It's Dunbar.
And what does he want?
I believe he has demands, but I can't be bothered to remember what they were. They alter the generous terms Auntie offers, and so are egregious and should be rejected. You will find him up on the landing pad with some of his minions. Go help him understand the situation so everyone can get back to work. That clear?
So you're offering them nothing? That makes my job exceedingly difficult.
Yes, well, I'm sure you'll manage. Auntie has faith in you, therefore I shall too. Best of luck to you. Remember that your actions don't just reflect on you, you are also representing me, which is to say, you are also representing Auntie. Do us proud.
Grig's safe key. Is that this thing? There's only $600 in there. It's not that much.
That's right, folks. Keep the chanting going. I can see the overseer in their office. And we're definitely making her miserable.
I ain't aiming to seem rude, but I got a lot to deal with right now. Unless this is mighty important, I'll respectfully ask to be left to my business.
Trust me, you want my help. I belong to an organization that hates Macro Corporation.
Then what in law's name are you doing here?
Destabilizing injustice from the inside, so tell me what you need.
Well, that certainly is unexpected. And potentially wonderful. Assuming, of course, you can actually help us.
I'm here to negotiate settlements between you and Griggs. What's the problem?
Auntie's got to prioritize worker prosperity over productivity. What we've got now is poor labor retention techniques. What's going on is, remind me again?
An inhospitable occupational environment that ignores worker safety and health concerns.
Right, that.
Huh. I get it. You've been terribly mistreated. What do you need?
We need better hours, free stims, and the ability to relieve ourselves whenever we want.
They work 20-hour shifts, which require stims to endure that are charged at a premium. Adrena time is actually cheaper on the undisputed claim than it is here. And if that inhuman brutality isn't enough to offend basic decency, they're also barred from using the restroom throughout the business day. Their 20-hour business day. It is an unconscionable condition to keep these workers in. I can't imagine how hard it is for them to coordinate their daily duties.
That's insane. How have you managed to keep going this long?
It has been incredibly difficult. And very, very messy. And finally, we realized we'd had enough.
Okay, good for you. Standing up to this kind of insane oppression. What do you need from me?
Our shifts need to be reduced to 12 hours a day. 4 hours of personal time ain't even enough to rest, much less get any actual living done. Second, if we gotta work those long hours, we want free Adrena time. Bad enough it's making everything taste like we're gnawing nickel pads. Having to pay for the pleasure's too far. Finally, we want all-day bathroom access. Expecting us to fit our necessities into the same 4 hours is just mean. Plus, between us, most folk ain't, if you get my meaning.
Keep complaining and you'll end up with no pay, no benefits, and 0-hour workdays.
Yeah, well, of course you're gonna find it all ridiculous. You only care about what's best for Auntie. But there are demands all the same. Take them to Griggs.
Welcome back, Ameliorator. Did you make contact with workers? Do they understand that this stoppage is madness? Are they ready to return?
I've heard the workers' demands. And I think we can get them back to work.
So, what are these ingrate alley sprats willing to settle for? Golden privies and gilded sheets to be spoon-fed crunch whenever their tummies rumble? 8-hour workdays?
It's very important to them that bathrooms are left unlocked at all times.
They want to relieve themselves on company time? I've never heard something so preposterous. Can you imagine how many bits that loss of productivity will cost us? What if they lounge? What if they take time to relax? What if they retreat to indulge their baser urges? Auntie would be paying for all manner of unprofitable shenanigans.
Do you actually believe they're holding it all day? If they have to go, they're going somewhere.
Somewhere? Oh, that actually explains the odor in storage room 3. I never imagined they might be... I'll get the door unlocked immediately. And cleaning crews dispatched. What more do they want?
They want their shift shortened. They are demanding 12-hour workdays.
12 hour? Are they mad? What are they gonna do with the other half of the day? Lounge around the facility consuming air and water and power without compensating the company? I am, frankly, disappointed you would even bring me such a preposterous demand. You should have nipped this offensive arrogance in the bud.
If you magnanimously offer 16, they'll work a full day, but you'll be their hero.
Their hero, you say? I hadn't considered that. If they adore, in addition to respect me, they'll be far more receptive to overtime and reduced bonuses. That would translate into more profit for the plant, which means larger bonuses for me, which should be more than enough to make up for the drop in hourly production. All right, you've convinced me. What else do they want?
They're asking for Adrena time they take during the day to be free.
Free? Free? Nothing inside of Auntie's Choice is free. Law, nothing in life is free. Everything has a cost. Everything. Materials, labor, time, distribution, forced scarcity. Giving something away for free is akin to ignoring the cost of its creation, which is one small step from the system completely breaking down and plunging us all into anarchy.
Huh. It also breaks when your personal greed interferes with Auntie's bottom line, Overseer.
What in the void are you talking about? My greed is certainly doing no such thing.
I know you've been personally profiting off of the forced Adrena time sales.
What? No, I would never. That's slander and or libel. And you can't prove a thing.
I read your terminal. The profits from Adrena times are going straight into your account.
Well, fuck. That's quite the rub, isn't it? All right, what do you want?
The worker get Adrena time for free, and I get a fistful of bits.
Huh. I don't know why you would waste leverage on them, but I suppose you've got your reasons. All right. They'll get their Adrena time, and you'll get all the bits I got on me. Is there more they ask?
That's everything. I'll take your response to their leader and see what I can do.
Very good. Ha! I was going to say very good, but that would be downright farcical. There is nothing good about this situation. Please, just resolve it as quickly as possible.
Did she take that out of her? Oh, she did not. Oh. So sad.
That's right, folks. Keep the chanting going. I can see the overseer up in her office. The work definitely made.
Hello again. Do you have news for us about the negotiations?
I negotiated terms for your bathroom access.
That's as fine a place to start as any. What did that tyrant have to say for herself? She willing to see reason?
It was a struggle, but she's convinced they should be free to use at any time.
Well, I can't begin to tell you what a relief that is. By which I mean, that's great news. It'll be such a load off. A most promising development. How go the other hurdles of the negotiation?
I spoke to Griggs about the Adrena time.
She willing to see reason?
Yes, she's none too happy about it, but she is. I convinced her they should be free.
Free? Really? Why, I'd surely have lost that bet. I figured we'd ask for free and settle for wholesale. You're a miracle worker. What's next?
Let's discuss your working hours.
Excellent. What progress have you made?
Great news. I convinced her you should only work for 16 hours a day.
That must have been quite the negotiation. Oh, my people can't thank you enough. This will be huge for us. Free time to sleep, relax and all? Wonderful. Well, you have done exceptionally well by us, my new friend. With these new conditions, we'll return to work with vigor rather than dread. Thank you.
Damn! I really felt like I was close to signing all of you, and I needed that recruitment bonus. I don't know how I'm going to afford my hair creme now, but I'll get him next time. And he won't always have you working her angles for her. And her usual agents don't stand a chance against me.
Next time? Against you? What in law's name are you saying? Sometimes you talk so odd it don't sound like you're Auntie's choice at all.
Yeah, I was starting to have the same thought.
It don't matter. All that matters is my working conditions have just improved mightily. Thanks to you, stranger. Now, if you'll excuse us, we're gonna get back to work.
He's from the Order, isn't he?
That ended well enough. But this negotiation would have been much more succinct if one party had simply inflicted grievous bodily harm upon the other.
All right. Man, I can't believe.
The workers have returned and production has resumed. Wonderful work, our disruption ameliorator. I do wish it had gone more smoothly, but I understand you did what you must. I have already informed the Home Office, and with it, put in an extra sprinkling of mild praise directly with Auntie. She will, no doubt, be excited to learn of my approval. You may tell the executives that dispatched you that you have done an adequate job. Under my keen supervision, of course.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Ah.
All right, back to the ship. We gotta do Auntie's stuff first. Yeah.
Let's try this again, Rao. Auntie is breathing.
Always remember, commercialism is the foundation that Auntie's Choice Society is.
Welcome back. We understand you've been a very busy little manty wasp. Well, out with it.
Yes, time is bits. Tell us how it went.
It went well. I negotiated a resolution and the workers are back at the factory.
A satisfactory effort, my ameliorator. I had hopes your talents would yield a result a mite more in our favor, but good work overall.
It was the best possible result. Nobody's happy, but everybody is satisfied.
Well, I suppose I can't argue with the truth of that.
Anything else you'd like to report?
No. Let's get on with making me more bits.
Now that's the compelling attitude we love to see in an ameliorator. Your performance at that facility went exceedingly well, all things considered, and it was an ideal first step in effecting my monopolistic mercantile methodology plan.
There you go again, pinning your career to that flim-flam mathematical malarkey. What do a bunch of eggheads know about marketing? Marketing isn't some rigmarole you can plug into a computronic doodad. It's instinct, intuition, know-how. It's a fucking art.
Can we just cut to the part where you tell me about the job?
Yes, suppose we should move on. Ursula, will you do the honors?
I'm the head of our proprietary insight acquisition division. Stealing our rivals' trade secrets? That's our bread and butter. We can sometimes lack a certain subtlety, though. The Protectorate have a process called mental refreshment. Some kind of mind manipulation business. There's a facility for it on Praetor. And he wants details on their methodology, pharmacology, and technology. This archive plan says it's important. Fine. Auntie and I agree it presents possibilities.
That's a lot of ologies.
Actually, it's only 3. Surely you can handle twice that many tasks. I don't want to sound like the Order, but you could make a list, maybe. A few aspirational goals, if possible. If you see a chance to talk their lead scientist into joining us, and/or dig up additional details about the process, do so.
Which is to say, we'll make it more worth your while. I promise you'll never want for compensation while in our employ.
See you when it's done.
Good luck, my ameliorator. Remember...
What? Sorry. Caught me. Lost it.
I didn't mean to take Inez with me. I don't think she, I don't think she does anything here anymore. So instead, we'll take Niles, because he has a side quest here. And Tristan would be fine as well. I'll take... No, because there's like a bunch of his members here on this planet. And, you know what? Until we get to his side quest, we'll take Azza. That's a leg. Someone won't be climbing the corporate ladder anytime soon. That was 2 million damage.
Wrist weapon primed!
Yeah, silencers are completely silent. That's one of my perks. Oh, that was the Mad Queen. Oh, we killed that in a single shot. Yeah, I think the perk that gives you the N-ray damage is completely broken. It's so strong for no reason. Like, all of my other damage is pretty on point. Like 3,000, 4,000 is a lot, yes, but it's not like 2 million. That is absolutely insane on the numbers there.
I'd prefer to fight a trained Raptidon than a feral one. Well, neither, if I had a say in the matter.
Looks like we're about to have company of the unwanted kind.
Huh.
Banter elsewhere.
Go consume like a good consumer.
You 5 seconds to make plain your intent before I let my boys here pitch some swill at you.
Oh, that's rep, huh? Not to worry, I'm a friend of Monty's choice. You can let me pass.
Friend, huh? All the more reason you ought to turn a somersault and stroll on back the way you came. A chemical factory's no place for idle wanderings.
What sort of chemical factory does this produce?
The none of your business kind.
I can handle myself more than a few dangerous substances.
Fine. Just don't come claiming damages after your first mishap. Here, you've access to the main floor, but mind yourself. There's a fair few hazards about the factory, and folks on the upper level aren't like to be as amenable as me about your visit.
Okay. Well, thank you.
This place smells of spilled chemicals and death.
So either way is fine.
Ain't paying me enough to pick up after these dim bulbs. Just the other day, I had to warn one of them not to plumb an outlet with their own finger. Asked them
Would hate to
why,
waste my
and they
weekly
just
allotment of
replied,
bullets
it
on
looked
you.
a
Keep away
little
from the
loose.
stairs.
Law. These scientist types might be bright, but they've got no practical smarts. Marvin! That puddle ain't water. No, that don't mean touch it to find out what it is.
Don't cause trouble. I don't need the extra paperwork.
Can't you see I'm busy trying to look busy?
Crustacean? The Grabble. Think of Grabbles as the star wingers of the animal kingdom.
Stay in line, or I'll knock you to the bottom
Second
of the
floor is off limits.
Interesting.
Anti-physical.
Got nowhere.
I am loath to admit I require medical
Okay.
Auntie's choice ain't liable for any injuries incurred while in or around the factory.
Oh, right. I have the weird ability that, like, does an AoE in front of me.
There's a new face. Any chance you've brung news from the commander? Can't restart the dig without his permission, and the clock's ticking on my getting that early completion bonus.
I've talked to you, Commander. Any ideas what the strange vibration could be?
It's a puzzler, that's for sure. More likely than not, some kind of old protectorate infrastructure. Maybe sewage or a conveyor. Messy, but mostly harmless. Worst case, it's a Zeranium gas pipe, and further drilling will kill everyone here in seconds. It'd be hard to collect bits for making a tunnel with no workers to dig it first.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Better safe than sorry.
Agreed. Wouldn't want to miss that juicy bonus.
Seems like you're in a difficult spot. Anything I can do?
Not unless your lamps can see through solid rock and figure out what's on the far side. Goodbye, early completion bonus.
In fact, I can see across solid rock.
You back to see more of the tunnel? I'll save you the trip. Not a pebble has budged. Same is true of our bit accounts, sadly.
Actually, I scanned the wall for you. There's protectorate troops on the other side.
Pardon me, but you what? You just have a magic little device in your pocket that lets you detect enemy troops through 2 feet of solid rock?
Yes.
Well, ain't that something? Wait, that means they already dug half the tunnel for me. That bonus is still in reach. That don't change me needing to get the commander's go-ahead to restart the digging. What say you run yourself back to the base and get me the okay? Just down the road. Can't miss it.
Oh, come on. There's no teleport point here. Lame. that's so dusty. It's only been 6 months since I cleaned the dust off this room. Why is it so dusty? God. Yo, buddy.
I assume you've got something important to discuss, or a report to give. I don't have time to waste on
Turns
idle
out that
talk.
strange reading on the far side of the tunnel are Protectorate forces.
Forgive my incredulity, but how did you get that information?
I have a scanning device to let me spot them through the wall.
I see. Quite a useful bit of technology. Our engineers determined this was the most geologically stable place to tunnel. The Protectorate likely did the same, and even stopped drilling for the same reason we did. I'll send orders to resume drilling immediately. We'll take them by surprise, send them running, and I'll be one step closer to getting off this dirtball. I assume you've got something important to discuss, or a report.
Also, it was just another way to go over.
Hey, Tristan. Or should I say, the famous Arbiter Rao.
If you seek to taunt me, know that my hammer has crushed the skulls of dozens like yourself.
See, that's just it. You act all high and mighty, but you're as scary to people as I am.
Wrongdoers fear me, most certainly. But loyal subjects admire me. I might go so far as to say I am adored, far and wide.
No, they're terrified of you. I should know. I grew up having nightmares of being judged unworthy.
You mean for doing something like, oh, joining an insane religious cult?
You're dumber than you look. And that's saying something.
To battle!
All right, you bastards, come on.
Heard something.
Is that what I think it is? Might finally be time for some action.
Mighty glad that's over and done with. Just need to finish reinforcing the tunnel, and I can collect a big fat bit cartridge.
Okay.
Responsible for making the mental refreshment process more refreshing than ever.
mark them for mental... It's not just a good idea. It's the law.
I can see why this gun is amazing. The simplifier, huh? Has no fall off point for bullet damage by range. Has a custom modular scope with a variable zoom range. Toggle with quick melee while in ADS. Wow.
Those fools! Protectorate subjects should know better than to attack a Protectorate arbiter. I had no choice but to judge them as traitors to the Protectorate. Why would they simply open fire? Why wouldn't they attempt to conversate?
I don't know. Probably a group psychosis thing?
Group psychoses have never been present throughout the Protectorate before. But neither has war. I shall continue to answer slights of this nature through violence. But hopefully, I shall not need to do this more than a few times.
It is personally overseen by Head Refresher Gould, the top cognitive divisor responsible for
Help you
making the mental
with something?
refreshment
Invasive
process
elements!
Quarry found.
Body found.
It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
The mental refreshment process increases tractability, stifles undue agitation, stymies hostile knives, fashions the mind into a thing of
This is a better Assassin's game than Shadows. Dude, the bathrooms in this game are sparkling.
technology and know-how in the mental refreshment process. We are all happy and contented, and others are not.
Prudence dictates we cherish all we have and defend it.
While there are many mental refreshment facilities to be found throughout Arcadia, placid waters Wellnetarium is special.
It is personally overseen by Head the top cognitive divisor for making the mental refreshment process more refreshing than ever. Remember, collective
Come in, come right in, and be refreshed.
perfect society. When we comply together, we thrive together. at all times. The paradigm...
Are you ready to realign with the paradigm? To shed all manner of imperfect thoughts?
All it takes is some light instruction, a restorative cocktail,
And a quick dip into the lathe of particularity to abrade your imperfections.
I'm Head Refresher Gould, and I guarantee when you exit our doors, you'll be a
Productive member of our perfect society again. Soon you'll say,
goodbye, imperfect thoughts. Hello, contentment.
As an arbiter, I welcome any procedure that why is the room spinning? Ah. I'm glad we made it off Greater Tranquility Station. Presumably the delegates did as well. I'm pleased we prevented their murder. But they remain my enemies, peddling a false peace. I only hope we do not pay for this decision in the future. But let us focus on the task at hand, saving Arcadia from the rifts.
What do you need, Commander?
Greetings, subject. Or should I say, refreshed to be. Welcome to the Wellnetarium. You're not on my schedule. A walk-in then. Wonderful. Once you're properly evaluated, we'll have you well on your way to refreshment.
That doe-eyed expression, those ambling sentences. I do believe this individual is mentally refreshed. We may be able to use that.
Oh, you appear to have questions. A telltale sign of needing refreshment.
I am definitely here for mental refreshment. Are you going to let me in for that, right?
Why, of course. Naturally. It is the duty of every subject to submit for a quick mental tune-up whenever we experience imperfect thoughts or lack a little zeal.
I would like to hear more about mental refreshment, preferably with some specifics.
Head Refresher Gould says mental refreshment increases tractability, stifles undue agitatement, stymies untoward inclinations, and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry. I've undergone the procedure myself, several times they say, and look at me now, never more content.
Is there any other way in there or out?
None authorized to you. Not until completion. Now there. No need to fear evaluation. It's just a few brief fleeting questions, all perfectly harmless, I assure you. Simply step over to my automechanical colleague to my left, / your right, and it will begin your assessment. Simply step over to my
Greeting, subject unscheduled. Welcome to Placid Waters Wellnetarium. Evaluation commencing. Subjects are required to respond 100% accurately to all queries. Bespoke prescribed regimens may produce untoward ramifications if baseline data is greater than minutely erroneous. Query 1. Concisely characterize your personal perspective.
Take things as they come. Whatever life throws at you, be ready to throw it right back.
Incorrect. The accepted answer is, I fulfill my duty to the Sovereign as a loyal protectorate subject by operating at peak efficacy, without error, perpetually. Each a vital cog. Query 2. Rate your present level of zealous efficaciousness on a scale of 1 to 5. 5 being the highest, 3 being a traitor, 1 being dead.
My efficacy is no bound. It's off the charts. Completely.
Incorrect. Wait, processing. That was correct. No subject has ever answered that query accurately before to date. The degree of zealous efficaciousness expected of a dutiful and true subject of the Protectorate is beyond measure. Query 3. Do you ever fall prey to imperfect thoughts, including, but not limited to, doubt, disbelief, uncertainty, curiosity, recalcitrance, and mischief?
Just between jobs.
Unacceptable. A perfect society demands perfect thoughts. Imperfection is impossible when the mind is a thing of symmetry. Final query. How would your neighbors describe you?
They were always so quiet. Never seemed the type who'd murder anyone.
Unsatisfactory response. The appropriate reply was, they never questioned, never doubted. Their zeal never lagged. Formulating conclusion. Phrenometric matrix delineated. Subject evaluation score total 200 out of 200. The acceptable amount for a true and dutiful protectorate subject is 0. In conclusion, you are in dire need of mental refreshment. Now, proceed to the nearby pneumatic tube to collect your complimentary unitard and lift pass. Next, proceed one floor down, where you will be directed further. Your realignment with the paradigm begins now. Your realignment with the paradigm begins now.
So much better once your phrenometric peaks integrated.
Refreshing than ever.
You've gained privileged access somehow. Our superiors must have arranged it.
Your realignment with the paradigm begins now.
Better investigate.
Come now, you fire most sloppily.
Society demands perfect thoughts. Imperfection is impossible when the mind is a thing of symmetry.
Subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned work. Report that from mental refreshment. It's not just a kindness.
Incendiary stun baton. Huh.
Hey, what's that sound? Why does the wall look so soft all of them?
Oh, do I detect a whiff of reprioritin gas? You know, I suddenly feel a mite more pliable somehow. Surely nothing to question. I thought no one was due for peak abradement for hours. I should have your chart. Wait. Wait. Ha! You're not a protectorate subject at all. You have the telltale look of wonder and introspection.
Scientists of this echelon must be exposed to low doses of refreshment gas to build a resistance. Sort of like arbiters with bullets.
Well, this is normally where you'd say something.
My lack of glassy-eyed, bewildered gaze gave me away, didn't it?
Listen to this one. You're a hoot. Oh dear, I seem to be a little unstable at the moment. But never fear, I have intellect to spare. Don't believe me? I can prove it. Even in a state such as this, I am more than able to apply my argumentative skills against the inferior minds and bankrupt philosophies of our rivals. To what end are you here? Tell me truly, speak plainly.
To document the wonders of mental repression process?
You know, I'm beginning to have an inkling about your purpose here, and whose employ you're under. A proposal. Adequately debate me on the merits and failings of each group's ideology, and I'll provide you what you're here for.
I'm always in for a spirited debate.
Yes, well, you'll see, even in a nominally reduced state, I am more than up to the task. So, what of the Order, our former allies, those cursed overthinkers, doomed to lives free of luxury, toiling away in ceaseless cogitation? What say you of them?
That's rich from someone allowed the freedom to think, but who robs it from others.
My position is a burden gladly taken to ease the suffering of our subjects. I think so they don't have to ensure the paradigm runs ably. Their order is chaos to us. Though your point, while gratingly expressed, is noted, albeit grudgingly. What say you about Auntie's choice, then? Tell me, is there any value in the vapid emptiness of those corporate consumerists?
They greatly reward skill, talent, and innovative ideas. You go far over there, Shirley.
That actually sounds to have some slight merit when you put it that way. I mean, such a system would leave behind the general public, though. All our friends and neighbors. Your point is not completely without worth, I suppose. Only mostly. In the Protectorate, we have the best of everything. Food, technology, a sense of belonging, freedom from doubt, worry, hard work. No, the others simply cannot compare.
You almost sound like your patients. Are you repeating a script?
Not word for word, no. I do take certain liberties with the Sovereign's Handbook, a beacon to the cosmos, to inhabit the spirit of the work and give it a dramatic, scientific air. I understand you meant that as an insult, but I refuse to be baited by those either jealous or ignorant of our ways.
Seems to me that a perfect society could hold up to a few questions.
As it is right now, repelling faulty logic and wrong-headed thinking with gusto. No, the refreshment process isn't about thwarting examination, but obviating fear, uncertainty, and doubt. It's about making people happy. Well, you've raised some interesting points, I suppose. Any other clever assertions you'd like to put forward before I fully evaluate your performance here?
If you ever gone under the lathe yourself, how do you know if it's completely safe?
You don't think I'd send thousands through the process if I wasn't absolutely confident of it being unharmful. The results speak for themselves, literally. Our subjects have never been more content. They say so repeatedly. Huh. Taken as a whole, that was the most engaging conversation I've had in, well, couldn't even say. Yes, it's true. I am thoroughly disturbed by how much you made me question many long-held beliefs. But frankly, that was quite invigorating. Now, what next?
Explain everything you can about that contraption Intermo's working.
Oh dear, I don't understand how the machine works, only how to use it. The technical specifications for the lathe of particularity are in my office in the next room, hidden in a cache behind a frame on the wall. Pick up the cap to open it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I do have a schedule to maintain. So many minds to refresh, so little time. What an edifying confabulation. Feel free to scavenge around. It's not as if anything you find here will be any use to your masters.
Preserve that progress. Sustain the system. Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process.
Wait.
We are all happy and
I was led to
contented.
believe my case required minimal treatment. But that last session, that was far more intensive. Strong observation, Your Sublime Radiance. We set the lathe to the maximal abradement setting, per instructions. Maximal? Who authorized you to use that setting? I demand the name of my betrayer! Subject is exhibiting increased agitation upon exiting the lathe, consistent with extreme cases. Further abradement recommended. Who are you speaking to? Are you recording this? Enough of this farce! Release me at once!
What an edifying confabulation.
E to sneak attack? There's a button for it?
Abides. It's not just a good idea, it's the law.
Aggressor at hand.
It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure their operating efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
The mental refreshment process increases tractability, stifles undue energy, stymies untoward inclinations, and refashions the mind into...
Don't hurt him, please. The Sovereign isn't at his best right now. You're not here to harm him, are you? If so, I must warn you, I will defend the Sovereign to the fullest extent of my meager abilities.
That's the ruler, or former ruler of the Protectorate?
Yes, it is. Our beneficent, infallible ruler, the Sovereign Henry Aloysius Varick, son of the first Sovereign, Reuben Varick. You'll have to forgive him right now. As I said, he is not his best today.
My Sovereign.
What have they done to you?
Sorry, Tristan. No one deserves this.
No. And certainly not the embodiment of all that is the Protectorate. This is a greater crime than all I have witnessed.
Deserves what? Whatever do you mean?
What happened to him?
We've been here since it was determined that the Sovereign, long distraught over the loss of his family, was in need of mental refreshment. Since then, he has been receiving dedicated treatment from head refresher Gould himself.
How long has this been?
Well, after his first session, the Sovereign was notably upset, launched into hysteric fits of paranoid ranting, absurd nonsense about how the Consul had betrayed him and seized power. For his own good, he had to be gently but firmly restrained. That all stopped after his next dip into the lathe, thank law. He's remained quite peaceful since. I'm certain he'll be back to his old self in no time.
The Consul clearly orchestrated this to take control.
Preposterous. The Consul and all the vigilant are above reproach. No subject of the Protectorate would ever harm, or knowingly allow harm to befall our beneficent ruler, the Sovereign, or consider such a thing. To even think such a thought is unthinkable. This stately form before you is the direct descendant of the matriarch herself. All we have, all any of us have, stems directly from the works of his family line. I will stay true to him and the Protectorate to the end. We all will.
You should bring him somewhere with proper medical facilities.
The Sovereign is receiving the finest possible care as he has every day of his life. Treatment outside the Protectorate is barbaric by comparison. Our system is perfect. Just leave us be.
I suppose there is nothing we can do at this juncture. Guard him well, Feld. I shall honor him, in health and infirmity alike. I swear it.
Go. Please, just leave us. Just leave.
Sorry about your guard.
Placid waters will material.
I've eyes on a miscreant.
Horrible disruption!
Disruptive influence.
Greeting, unscheduled walk-in. Greeting, unscheduled walk-in.
Refreshment process. That's why we are all happy and contented, and others are not.
Prudence dictates we cherish all we have and defend it.
Your siren's call of independent thought falls on a deaf mind.
While there are many mental
This unit beautifully acknowledges your presence.
Placid
Personally overseen by Head Refresher Gould, the top cognitive deviser responsible for making the mental refreshment process more refreshing than ever.
Oh, a new face. Well, I'd welcome you to the Wellnetarium, but the designated subject reader ought to have attended to that by now.
You're a member of staff, right? You seem to little refresh yourself.
I was once a victim of imperfect thoughts. Oh, I had so many questions. But my questioning days are long gone.
Huh. You believe me without question if I told you I once caught a Satuna as big as a house?
Yes.
Can I ask you a few questions about this facility?
Admitting you question is the first step in your recovery. But worry not. Soon enough, with our help and a little work, you'll never question again.
Oh, good. What sort of technology is employed in the process?
You must mean the lathe of particularity. One assumes you haven't had a session with Head Refresher Gould yet. You'll soon learn all about it firsthand.
Where can I find samples of pharmacology used here?
You've missed the daily medicament dispensement, if that's what you mean. But you should take that up with the medicament dispensement automech directly.
What does the medicament dispense automech do?
The medicament dispensement automech automechanically dispenses medicaments.
Ah, of course. Say that 3 times fast.
The medicament dispensement automech automechanically dispenses medicaments. The medicament dispensement automech automechanically dispenses medicaments. The medicament dispensement automech automechanically dispenses medicaments.
How can someone get a sample of this facility propaganda and methodologies?
I see you found the lecture as edifying as all the others here. Good, good. Collective cognitive compliance is a key part of the prescribed curative regimen. Head Refresher Gould provides us with daily lectures in audio cartridge form to steer group thinking. As they say, to think together is to together thrive.
Where can I find one of those audio cartridges you mentioned?
Upstairs in the audiovisual aids office, of course. Though that area is off limits to all subjects not a part of facility staff or security.
You've been refreshed, so you won't question this. There's a good reason to grant me access.
How very interesting. Here, take my pass then. It grants access to all mid-privilege priority areas.
I better go.
You'll feel ever so much better once your phrenometric peaks have been abraded.
They're just handing out keys to anyone around here, aren't they?
Typically, I do not view mental refreshment firsthand. Its effects on an individual's spirit of inquiry.
The mental refreshment process increases tractability, stifles undue agitation,
Medicament dispensement. Ask medicament dispensement.
Oh,
hello. Please proceed to the lecture hall to request an exception.
Oh, you're new. Must be. You still retain that look of inquiry and deliberation. I'm Waylon.
You still have that look about you too. Have you not been refreshed?
No. I'm newly full of zeal. That is, I hope the process took this time. They say my phrenometric peaks are resistant to abradement, but still, they try.
You should go before you're abducted. Blink once if you want help escaping.
Wait, I just blinked several times, didn't I? What did that signify? I couldn't leave. Not yet. Haven't completed my regimen. My phrenometric peaks are still jutting all over the place, they say.
I'm a high-ranking protector and so. You have to come with me.
Are you in disguise? I don't recognize so-and-so as a title. This feels a bit curious to me. But I feel compelled not to question it too much. Maybe the treatment is working. I'd go with you, I guess. But I need something first. They took all my things when I arrived. Stored them in storage. My commemorative pitch balls in there. From my favorite team, the Paradigm Abiders. Can't leave without it.
Oh, you mean this?
Oh, commemorative pitch ball. I missed you so. Let's never part again. Suppose I'm ready to leave. Well, almost. One way out's the safest. Someone dug a tunnel in the kitchen pantry, though there are 2 automechs assigned there now to keep subjects from wandering in and ambling off.
Good news, the pantry is open for ambling.
Okay. Ready to go then, I suppose. If we get separated, I'll meet you there.
Efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
Right as rain.
Process increases tractability, stifles undue agitation, stymies untoward inclinations, and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry.
They would deem my resolve inadequate. Their analysis procedure is clearly faulty.
I have answers to questions and no questions to answer.
Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process. That's why we are all happy and contented, and others are not.
This is all right neighborly of you. Can't thank you enough. Now, after you. By all means. Oh, and last I heard from my daughter, Emily, she was off to Free Market Station. You meet us there. She'll surely give you a reward. Guess all outsiders aren't as bad as Prudence makes you out to be. After you, by all means.
While there are many mental refreshment facilities to be found throughout Arcadia, Placid Waters Wellnetarium here on Prater is uniquely special.
Can we use half or fractions? Because honestly, I feel 6.7981 right now. Am I correct in assuming you're handing out pharmaceuticals? I don't know why his voice line is broken. A clerical error has occurred, requiring an exception. I must maintain prescribed regimen. Yeah, something happened there. Oh, wait. The heck was that? Ah.
Collective cognitive compliance is a key part of your prescribed curative regime. Think only prescribed thoughts, and no bliss and plenty.
How is this even possible? This has to be representative of some
Enemy
kind
spotted.
Prosecuting viscerally.
I think leadership is the worst perk or ability here. Your companion don't really need any of the buffs it gives.
Many mental refreshment facilities to be
Better
found.
take a
Just on these
By head refresher Gould. The top
Hang on. Am I evil with the protectorate now? Order sub Rosa Auntie. Oh.
the mental refreshment process more refreshing.
Nothing's being highlighted anymore either. I don't like this. I feel like something broke. We're gonna reload just to be sure.
That somebody? Horrible disruption!
Enemy spotted. Ensure they are operating at peak efficiency.
Hastening to cover. Silers and freeloaders! In our midst!
Butcher.
Replenishing my firearms! Seeking cover!
Unleash my might upon them!
Is it because I made it over here illegally? Is that why?
us!
Okay. So we do need to go in here first. Or I can just head on over this way. And then down. Not sure. You know what? I want to go the correct way. Just to make sure that I get permission to be here or something. I'm not. Okay, there's like a cave thing over there. I can see why this gun is insane. Even without the end ray thing, it still does a lot of damage. Okay. Really? Hmm. Vortex Mall. And the jackpot. What is this gun? Auto Hacker 5000. Huh. Well, we definitely don't need that. And what is this one? Rapidly stacks. Oh, there's like a path right here. No, we don't need it.
I suspect the local fauna has correctly identified us as a threat. Stand ready, Commander.
Okay, so I need something there. Require recalibration. Yeah, because we're missing that. And that has been taken by this guy over here.
I shall not stay your execution. Need a better spot.
Malefactor ahead.
I was at full health. Like literally full health.
Taking punitive action. Prosecuting viscerally. Kill them!
Visual scans confirmed.
Hostile nod.
I am primed. I shall not stay your execution.
Recharged for mayhem.
No, seriously. Like, yeah, like the damage in this game makes absolutely zero sense. I'm taking like next to no damage and then suddenly dead. Like, what the fuck? And I'm wearing the highest armor I can possibly find right now. And I'm still dying in one hit. It's really stupid. And I have every single defensive perk in the game. Every single one. And I'm still dying in one hit. I guess you can just sneak in here somehow. And then I could release the Raptidons. Interesting. Um, oh, it could be that. Okay. Huh. Hmm. I don't know, dude. This is kind of annoying. Oh my god, I hate this so much. I hate looking around without any like pointers or direction. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Ugh, so stupid. Was that just not highlighted before?
Feel that? You can tell the tower's recalibrated by the static in the air.
Okay. Ugh.
Either restore my life or avenge my death. I'm alive. Who needs to die?
I shall reduce them to a slurry. I am primed to punish. I shall not stay your execution. None shall stand against us. Taking punitive action.
So many baseball cards.
No battlefield decorum.
the hell? Seriously? Ridiculous.
Indulgence crabble cakes. Doing your duty for society has never been so delicious.
Well, that was thoroughly enriching. Let's continue. More music to aid in your earnest rumination of portentous societal responsibilities.
As I told you before, we need to wait for Niles.
Can we do this without Niles?
Your arrival could not be more timely. After the events of Paradise Island, I could think of no one more suited to conduct a surgical strike of this nature. I don't see Niles with you. Did he not listen to the whole of my message? I asked for him specifically.
Oops. I knew I was forgetting something.
I hope your memory does not prove as porous in the future. Come back with Niles, and quickly. I can only delay my plan for so long.
Commander. All right.
Dude, I really wish we can just swap out our companions here on this screen.
Special update. Just a kindly reminder
So
that
ridiculous
Spyerton on
that we
Cloister
can't.
remains firmly
We have to
under
go back to the incognito, have to leave the ship, enter the ship. There's a whole process that doesn't need to exist.
Back, and you've brought Niles. Good.
Gotta say you had me worried. The message you sent sounded serious.
Then I composed it accurately. To the task at hand. We are standing before the tomb of the matriarch. Few are invited to tour its halls, and even fewer know of its greatest secret.
Yes. This must be where the Protectorate is training their talking rebels.
Talking what? Impossible! I would have been informed. To think such a thing could happen without my beholding it.
Perhaps we might save the levity for a less perilous time.
Pay the commander no mind. Tongue often draws faster than sense. Please, continue.
For any subject, visiting the matriarch and First Sovereign's resting place is the pinnacle of empty social achievement. But the tomb's corpses are its least important feature. The intelligence my friends risked all to acquire revealed a vault in its lowest level containing the matriarch's body of work, hidden from the public. Who knows what technologies the Protectorate is withholding? If the matriarch was the genius she's purported to be, The skip drive cannot be the entirety of her inventions.
What are you thinking? Weapon technology? Because I could use a new gun. Or 5.
Doubtable. Any breakthroughs in weaponry would have been assigned to the front, despite the obvious blasphemy of defacing the matriarch's grave.
Whatever technological advancements may be sequestered here, the goal is almost certainly to keep the populace of Arcadia subservient to the pernicious whims of its governing body. But not for much longer. We are going to liberate any and all of the matriarch's research, whatever it may be, and distribute it to the people.
Sounds straightforward enough to be.
Reaching the vault will be no simple task. There are likely to be unforeseen security measures to contend with, though hopefully nothing too obstructive. We must first gain entry to the security room, however. Once there, I should be able to access more information about the lower level's layout and potential hazards.
Couldn't even predict that Rift fanatics might not take kindly to those sham scienticians.
Nah, so what do you make of this plan?
I can see a half-dozen points of failure, but bad odds ain't ever stopped us before.
Glad we're operating under the same understanding. We're unlikely to have another chance like this. We must follow through now that we've made the opening. Which also means, once inside, we cannot leave until it's done.
This whole mission sounds pretty dangerous. Maybe you should stay here.
Slim chance of that. I'll not assign a task to others that I'm unwilling to undertake myself.
Color me surprised.
Will your friends be helping us?
They'll be taking up strategic positions to guard the entrance and watching for any stray Protectorate patrols. We'll move more swiftly in fewer numbers.
Oh, no sense in waiting. Let's do this.
After you. Stay close and keep silent. The less attention we draw, the better.
Alright guys, this is a great place to stop for now. I'm gonna go grab lunch and I'll be back later this evening.
Matriarch, there weren't supposed to be visitors today. That Sentinel and Dosage are gonna put splinters in our plan if they're not dealt with.
You hang back here. The commander and I'll take care of this.
I will see you guys later.
It's clear.
Yeah, bye.
I cannot fight a phantom